All right. And this is 211 mixed up code practice. In here, we'll be reordering some code that might be out of order. Okay, it says try to solve each of the following mixed up code problems or try the experimental switch. We're going to go ahead and use the mixed up part. All right. For these problems, drag the blocks in the correct order. So starting off here, it says the main method in the following class should print a random number from 1 to 50, but the blocks have been mixed up and may include an extra block. So we'll be using these through every solution here. The main method of the class should print a random number 1 to 50. So I'm going to go ahead and open up my class. I'm going to close it. I'm going to create a main method, and I'll close my main method. And what I want to do is I want to select a random number, and we're going to use this block 5. We create an integer. We assign the value. The variable is going to be called num, and we're assigning it. We're going to cast it as an int. It's going to select a random number between 0 to 0.99, multiply it by 50 because it's going to be 50 minus 1, the max minus the min. 50 minus 1 is 49, plus 1 is 50, and then the minimum possible value will add 2 at the end plus 1. Then we're going to print out that random number, and we'll check it, and it's correct. All right. The next one, it says the main method in the following class should print the first 2 characters of the message, followed by the last 2 characters of the message, but the blocks have been mixed up. All right. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to open up my class and I'm going to close it. I'm going to open up my main method and then I'm going to close it. Move it down here. All right. So the main method in the following class should print the first 2 characters of the message, followed by the last 2. So first we need a message that we're going to be playing with. So we'll bring this string down. This is our message. And it says we are going to have part 1 of the message. This is annoying having to scroll up and down like this. All right. So part 1 of the message is assigned the value of message.substring 0, 2, which is going to take characters 0 and 1 and stop at 2. And then we're going to take message.length minus 2. Okay. And what that will give you is whatever the message is, whatever the length of the message, we'll subtract 2 from it. And then that's going to give you the last 2 characters of it. We'll print it out. I'll zoom out here so that way I can move this down. Okay, we'll print it out and we'll put that at the bottom there. So I believe that's what it should look like. We have our class, we have our main method, we have our string that we're going to play with. We created part 1 as a variable. It's going to deal with the first part of the string. It's going to accept the first 2 letters. Message.substring. Using the substring method here for the second part, message.length minus 2, because remember the directions say the last 2 characters of the message. Okay, so whatever the length is, the substring number, the length of the string would be 0, would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Okay, so message.length gives you 17. 17 minus 2 is 15. Okay, so if you only pass it 1 argument, if you only pass the substring method 1 argument, it's going to take the first argument that you pass in and then everything to the end past there. So we've gone back to, and by doing that, that takes us 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. It starts at K and returns KS. So it should say I space KS. That should be our answer, what actually runs in the end. And it says perfect. All right. This next one says the main method in the following class should print the initials in lowercase letters, but the blocks have been mixed up. All right. Should print the initials in lowercase letters. So let's open our class and let's close it. And let's create our main method and let's close that as well. I like doing that first so that way I don't forget to close something that's needed. We're going to also need to open parentheses there. We have open parentheses, close parentheses in our main method. Okay. And originally, right, we need our strings that we're working with. So we have string first. I'm guessing this is someone's name, Gerald Foster Jones. I used to teach at Gerald Foster Jones. From here, what we want to do is it says it should print the initials in lowercase letters. Okay, so the initials, what we do is we want to be able to create a string that called initials that takes the first substring 0, 1 of first, 0, 1 of middle, 0, 1 of last. And right now, what exists inside initials is capital G, capital F, and capital J. All right, we want to make them lowercase. Okay, so string lower initials takes initials and we say dot to lowercase. And then from there, we want to print out the lowercase initials. All right, so 3, 6, 10, 9, 5, 2, 1, 4, 8. Let's see if we're right. That's perfect. Go ahead, plug in my computer too. It's yelling at me saying it's dying. All right. There we go. Charging. The next one, it says the main method in the following class should print the message in all uppercase letters. Print the message in all uppercase letters, all uppercase. We have our class open and let's close it. We have our main method. We need open brackets, open square or curly braces. And I'm going to zoom out to make this easier. All right, so there's our main method. We have our string message. And it says, don't Pokemon and drive. Guessing that's referring to Pokemon Go. And then what we want to do is we want to take the message and move it to uppercase. So we're using the dot to upper method. Okay. And we're able to use this method and take whatever the message is. And now notice that our new string is called upper message. So let's go ahead and print this out. Move this down right there. Move this down. And I believe that's it. We have our class, we have our main method, open and closed each. Inside, we have a string called message. It says don't Pokemon and drive. We converted it to uppercase and we put it as a string. The string is called upper message. And then we printed out the upper message. So really what this should return when it prints out, it should say don't Pokemon and drive in all caps. Let's check it, make sure we're right. And we are. Okay. This example, it says the main method in the following class should print the first 3 letters of the message in uppercase letters. So the first 3 letters of the message in uppercase letters, uppercase. So we have our class open, our class close. We have our main method open, open curly braces, and close curly braces. Our message says, have a nice day. For some reason, we want to print out the first 3 letters of this message in uppercase letters. Not sure why. Okay. So we're going to first create a variable called part that's going to store the first 3 letters. And it tries to fool you by saying 0 to 3, okay, or 0 to 4. Okay, we're trying to figure out which one it is. So 0 to 3 will return the first 0, 1, and 2. So really, those are the first 3 letters. 0, 1, and 2. Okay, 0, 1, 2. It stops before you get to the 3. It probably is trying to fool you with this one, thinking that if you're starting at 1, right? Then we want to use the .to uppercase method, and then we want to print it out. Okay, so we have our class, open up our class, we have our main method, we have a string that says, have a nice day. It's called message. We then take the first 3 characters, 0, 1, and 2, and we assign it to a variable called part. And then we take part and we move it to uppercase. For some reason, we want HAV. HAV would be the first 3 letters. It would be in all caps. It would just say have, HAV. And then system.out.println upper. Perfect. Got it. All right, last one. The main method of the following class, should print the part of the message starting with nice. All right, so let's go ahead and try this. We have our class, open our class, close it. We have our main method. Let's open it and let's close it. Same message as before, have a nice day. And it says here that the main method should print the part of the message starting with the word nice. So starting with nice. All right, so it's using the index of. So int POS for position is assign the value of whatever the index of is, whatever the index is of nice. It finds nice in the string. Have a nice. It identifies where nice starts, which would be at 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so this returns 7. So POS should be 7. And then we're printing out message.substring. And remember, if you just pass it one argument, it's going to start there and it's going to print all the way to the end. So it should say nice space day exclamation point. Check it. We're right. It says you have attempted 7 out of 7 activities on this page. Completed. Well done. All right. And that is 211 mixed up code practice.